Welcome, welcome, everybody. Apologize for being late, but thank you for being here. Welcome, Darcy. Welcome, Jim, Keith, Lovett, Mark, Matthew, RJ. Let a couple more people join in. Let us know where you're tuning in from, what brokerage you're with. Today, we are talking about Google reviews. We're talking about your reputation. We're talking about getting more reviews for 2025. How do you show up on the top of the search engines? I'm going to show you all the tactics that we're using at our company, the tactics that other top producing agents are using to get more Google reviews. And this is a much improved training from, if you ever attended my previous Google training, I added a lot of things to it. So I'm happy to see here we got Crystal on the call. I remember Crystal from National Association of Realtors event. We had a great conversation. I remember Guelda from Hudson Gateway Association of Realtors. A lot of people. I see Willie Cole. I see Betsy. She tends a lot. Thank you for joining. Mario, how you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm trying to figure out my screens. I got one screen up there, one screen over here. It's raining cats and dogs, but I'm doing fantastic. Happy to see the people that are here. You guys are our favorites because you guys are so alive, because you guys are so hungry for learning. So we're happy that this Friday we're going to share with you.
Absolutely. Awesome. And we got Ricardo from NAREP event. So interesting story. I'll start with that, actually. Thanks for reminding me. I was at the National Association of Realtors of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals. I was at their annual conference, and I was doing a talk on online presence, online reputation. Can everybody hear me okay, see me okay? I think my video is a little dark, but...
You are dark, but your sound is good.
Yeah. Excellent. So I'm at this event, and I'm about to give a talk to a bunch of realtors, right? Just like all of you. And I'm looking at the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals, and I'm like, let me Google this organization. And I Googled the organization, and they had just a few reviews on Google. And I was like, this is crazy. Like, this organization is so powerful. They do so much for the community. They have over 60,000 members. How can they not have more reviews? So I literally stopped what I was doing, and I said, listen, hold on. I don't get this right now. You're NAREP trainers. You're all pushing this organization. You're doing amazing things for the community, yet there's not a lot of reviews on Google. I'm like, let's all take out our phones right now and create a Google review for the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals and share why you believe in this organization and how it's made a difference for the community. And boom, everybody took out their phones, and we went from 5 reviews on Google to 30 reviews on Google in literally 5 minutes, right? So that made a huge difference for this organization. Now they have stories to tell, right? And I'm going to actually, I wasn't planning on doing this, but I want to do this, is let's just go with the flow here. I'm going to go and Google them. So this is, let's go to NAREP. Who's heard of NAREP, National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals? Oh, this is perfect. This is going to really demonstrate this well. And I'm going to actually take off my video to get a little clarity here for you all. That should be better. All right, Michelle says, I was the first president in Putnam. So Michelle, you know what a big difference this organization makes, right? Now, there's different organizations out there that make a difference for the community. This one actually makes a really big difference for the community, for people to understand financial wealth, to understand the home buying process, to buy their very first home. This is what real estate stands for. Correct me if I'm wrong here. I've been a realtor. I've been licensed. I know the industry well. We are standing for home ownership, right? As realtors, we're standing for home ownership. We're standing for people to have homes. We're standing for the process to be simple, for them to have amazing experiences. We don't want satisfied clients. We want raving fans. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you want satisfied clients, put satisfied clients in the chat. If you want raving fans, like you have clients that literally will scream how amazing you are as a realtor, put raving fans in the chat. Because there's a huge difference. I just had this meeting with my team, so I'm fresh off the hot plate right here. Right, Mario? Mario knows.
Oh yeah.
I was literally screaming at the top of my lungs to my team. I'm like, it's not about satisfied clients. Anybody can have a satisfied client. It's about a client experience. It's about a raving fan experience. We don't want 5 stars on Google. We want people to tell a story on Google of how amazing you are and how you serve them and how it was the most amazing experience ever. You get what I'm saying? Big difference there. Satisfied client, piece of cake. Raving fan, that's a different level. Now, we're talking about Google reviews, but I'm talking about everything in essence. I'm talking about your reputation. I'm talking about how you approach working with clients. And I went to the National Association of Real Estate event, the Hispanic Real Estate Professionals, and they had 5 reviews. And I'm like, you know what? That's not fair. This is such an amazing organization. They deserve to have more reviews. They probably just don't know the technology, which is usually the case with most real estate professionals. You don't know the technology. You don't know there's an easier way, but there's actually a much easier way to get Google reviews. And that's what we're going to talk about today is how easy it is to get Google reviews. Okay, so follow me here if you're following. They had 5 reviews, and I said, hey, let's go give reviews. Now they have 30. Interesting, notice I left that event and they had 30. Because I said, let's go do this. Now, if there was somebody in their organization that said, let's go do this some more, they could have thousands because they have so many people that are raving fans of this organization. And I will contact their president and let them know, hey, why don't we work together? Because you need help here. But I just want to share this. This was from the event. In fact, wow, this is pretty cool. I'm probably in this picture. Or maybe I got cut off, but these were the NAREP leaders, right? So they went and gave their raving fan reviews about the organization. And look, I've been genuinely impressed with my experience with the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals. Overall, NAREP's unwavering commitment to professional development, advocacy, and community building. 3 months ago, that was from my meeting. Here's Jose, amazing organization that brings them together. That was from my meeting. And all this happened. See how they're all 3 months ago? That's because on one given day, I asked them to write a review. How many of you are not asking your raving fans to write reviews? How many of you are not asking your clients to write reviews? Let's be honest. Do you have a process for this? If you have a process for getting reviews, put I have a process in the chat. If you don't have a process, guess what? I'm going to help you build one right now. Caitlin says, yes, I have a process. Betsy says, I have a process, but waiting for my Google page to be set up. Awesome. I just started asking, but need a process, says Darcy. I have a process, but they go to the team page. We got somebody says, no, I need a process, right? So check it out. Going back to the training here. Today, we're going to talk about the power of Google reviews. Okay, and why this is so important and how this is going to make a difference for your business and how to get more of them. So let me share my screen here. So a couple things. First of all, you all realize that now more than ever, buyers and sellers are going to search and evaluate real estate professionals. Why? Because there's more things to sign. There's more agreements they have to sign, buyer agreement, showing agreement. They always had to sign a listing agreement, so they are going to look you up. What else is happening? Well, literally everybody and their mother and their sister and their brother got into real estate, right? So they're going to look you up to see, are you the professional? Are you the experienced professional? If you're on this call, you probably are, because you take things seriously and you come to the trainings, right? But there's a lot of realtors that don't take things seriously. And they sell 1 home a year. Can we all on the same page? You following? Are you the person that's 1 home a year? Or are you the person that's like, hey, I do this for a living? And it's okay if you're either one, because I mean, if you're growing your business, I'm going to show you how to get more reviews. But if you've been in the business for a while, you should have a lot of reviews. And if not, we're going to show you how to get them.
2 things to point out there, Alex.
Yeah.
Number one is the difference between a professional and somebody who's just thinking about it. And people can tell a mile away. They can tell because the way you speak about yourself, the way you present yourself, and what you have online that speaks for you. And the second thing is I was reminded of the story of the emperor's new clothes. How many of you guys know about the story about the emperor's new clothes, which was the idea was that he thought he was impressive and his own people wouldn't tell him, but ultimately a kid was like, "Oh, wait, he's naked." And he just showed what an embarrassment that was because you appear to be one thing that but you had nothing to back it up with. Here, having those reviews are protecting your reputation, are elevating that. Otherwise, somebody's going to say, "Wait a minute, who are you anyway?"
Bingo. So even if you look at Tom Ferry, he says it too. Your business is whatever Google says it is. It's not necessarily how experienced you are, because online they're going to check you out. And if you don't look experienced, that's going to be a problem. So why do reviews matter? Well, number one is stories matter. What is the all of us are salespeople, right? What's the number one thing that sells us? It's stories. Stories sell. I always share the story of my mom. People can relate to that. My mom was a realtor. She struggled with technology. I came and helped her. That's a story. And that's a story that people can relate to, and it sells. Stories of other clients that you've done a home purchase with, stories of other clients that you've sold properties for. Those are your gold. That is literally your gold. And many of you are doing it all the time. You're serving people. You're doing amazing things for your clients. You're going above and beyond. I remember when my mom would spend so much extra time going out of her way to like help them pick out furniture and like help them get their the school chosen and documented and then negotiate and do all of these amazing things that we do. And in the end, you might not have the Google review or the story documented. So stories matter because you bring that into your next transaction and into your next transaction to share the story. Your reputation matters because people only work with people that they can see good reviews on. In fact, we purchase products because there's a lot of reviews. How many of you go on Amazon and you don't even buy a product because it's like it's got 20 reviews, so you're like, that's kind of scammy. I don't know if I should buy that product. But if it had 1,500 reviews, you'd be like, oh, that's a solid product. They have a 4.9 rating. Anybody do that? You go on Amazon and you don't even buy the product. These poor people have 30 reviews and you're still like, no, not interested. Show me the one with 1,000 reviews. I'll buy that one instead. Right? And somehow we think this doesn't apply to us when it does. Right? Think about it. If I was going to buy a home, am I going to go to a realtor that has 1 or 2 reviews? Or am I going to be like, oh, show me the one that has 50, 60 reviews? I'm going to feel safer with the one that has 50 to 60 reviews if I'm just going from online, right? Now, if I met you face to face, of course, that's a different story. But you know that most of the stuff comes from online. Or a family member that didn't meet you, you met the father, but now the mother goes online to do research, or you met the son and the father goes to do research, or you met the father and the son and daughter go to do research. And they're like, hey, Dad, I don't know if you should use that realtor because they only have like 5 reviews on Google. This is happening behind your backs, right? Like they're talking about you without you. It also affects your search engine optimization, how well you show up on a Google search. It affects your Google business ranking. Okay, so besides all this theoretical story stuff and reputation stuff, there's actually data to show that those that have the most reviews show up higher on the search. They show up higher on the map. They show up on the Google 3-pack, which are the 3 businesses that live next to the map on Google. They show up higher on Google LSA. Some of you don't know what Google LSA is. That's called local service ads. I'm going to show you how that works also. So first, let's start with stories because stories sell. So when you're asking for the review, I recommend that you ask, especially your clients that you've served, to write a nice detailed review. Don't just ask them to give you 5 stars. That's cute. Ask them to write a story. And I'm going to read you one that I believe tells something about Monica Code. Monica Code is one of our clients, one of our influencers, and she got a review on Google. And it said, Monica changed my life. As a single mother of four with less than perfect credit and modest income, I never dreamed I'd be able to own a home until I met Monica. She showed me how and never gave up through the process. I had my hurdles with my credit and down payment, but Monica worked tirelessly to find grants. Thank you, Monica, for making my dream of home ownership a reality. Can anybody feel that review? Like, that's a real story. Monica literally changed this person's life. And you can read that and you can feel that. That is not 5 stars. That is not a satisfied client. That is a raving fan. Whoever it was that gave this review, because I blocked the name, is going to go tell other people that Monica changed my life. I would not have a home without Monica. Do you get that that multiplies your business, right? Just this one little paragraph is a story that Monica can use in her marketing. It's a story that the client can share with others to talk about Monica. This makes a difference in your business. If you're a manager, this makes a difference for recruiting. Like maybe you changed an agent's life because you mentored them. So this is the stuff that matters. Like stories really do matter. And you want to leverage this because it already exists. You all are doing that. You're making a difference for people, but you're probably not asking for those people to write a nice, heartfelt review on Google. Just that one word could change everything. Hey, can you write me a review on Google? Sure. Great realtor. Great job. Can you write me a heartfelt review, like how I really made a difference for you and your family? Oh, yeah, you really did. Ba, 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 and this is how you did it. That's a story. Do we get the difference there, right? Satisfied client versus raving fan story. Big difference. I'm going to share a few that hit me. These are agents that gave us a 5-star review. One of them is right here on the bottom right. Well, actually, Crystal's on the call. Crystal, I'm glad that you're on the call. I love that Crystal went in and gave a review, and she posted what the banner is that we designed for her. She said, I've used this company for a couple of years for different jobs. They're very helpful and always available. Their training is amazing. Their products are user-friendly. I can highly recommend them. And Crystal was literally at an event being a raving fan, talking to other agents about how good we do. That's beautiful. That's a raving fan, right? Mary Case, she goes, every time, which is as often as possible, I get on a Real Grader Zoom call. Very often it's the most important and well-spent hour of my day. Every speaker shares such valuable information and philosophy that I always end the call a better, smarter, and even happier than I was before. From not learning something new, I'm rekindling the memory of something I forgot about. Today's Zoom was about mindset, but you can feel it, right? This is not just a satisfied customer. This is somebody that I made a difference for. Stories sell. Stories matter. Google reviews is not just Google reviews. It's way beyond just Google reviews. It's an opportunity for people to share how you made a difference for them and for other people to read that you can make a difference for them too.
And here's one of the biggest questions we get all the time, which is, what do I do if I get a negative review? And Google does not allow you to just go and erase it or block it or anything. It's a long process because that is one of the core benefits of Google, that people can just go and give you reviews, which means you are vulnerable. But how do you really handle that? Well, you get reviews of people that are passionately happy with you, that whoever reads those reviews, they'll be able to tell the difference between somebody who just is a complainer, somebody who didn't give you a shot, who didn't give you a fair chance, versus people who developed a relationship and their lives were moved thanks to you.
Yeah, and I invite you all to consider that, yes, you're putting yourself out there on Google to be reviewed, right? And I do have clients that go, I don't want to do it because what if I get a bad review? Well, then you're preventing your potential from having all those amazing stories told about you. However, if you do get the bad review, what do you do with it? First of all, put away your ego. And I'll be the first to admit that those bad reviews, they hit me here instantly. I can't help myself but react. But I invite you not to react. Don't react, take it personal, and like go hit them back with like, you're not accurate and you're not a good, you weren't in my database and You're wrong, and don't go that whole route, right? You have to put your ego aside. You have to taking it personal and put that aside. We never know what people are dealing with, right? I literally had somebody give a bad review, and it was the day that somebody in their family died. And they apologized after and turned it into a 5-star review. But how did that happen? Because I took the 1-star review, I put my ego aside, and I took it as feedback. Something was missing. Communication was missing. Something was missing. I contacted the client. I spoke to them. And that's the feedback mechanism. If they weren't passionate about getting your service, they wouldn't go give the 1-star review. They were actually passionate about an expectation they had that was unfulfilled, undelivered. And it's your opportunity to restore that or create communication, or it's a transformative experience of saying, I'm going to let that go. Sometimes you just let it go and you move on and you get more stories and you get more amazing reviews online. But definitely don't engage online with that. That's like resistance. Resistance to resistance causes friction, right? This is just one more example. There was an agent that was having trouble with her digital card late at night, and I just picked up the phone and called her. And I walked her through the process. And she's like, my iPhone locked me out of my Instacart. Alex stayed on the phone with me until I could reload a new version, spent hours trying to figure it out on my home screen. I was tortured and he was so patient and got me through it. I needed to share my digital business card to a new client. What a wonderful owner of a great company. I can't speak more highly of him. Thanks so much, 6 stars. Just like those negative reviews stab me, these reviews lift me up. This brings joy in my life, right? When I'm actually making a difference for somebody. Yes, I spent hours with her. As the CEO of a company, it's like, how could you do that? Don't you have other things to work on? Yes, but every client matters. She was frustrated. She was struggling. She wanted to share her digital card. I helped her out, right? But this tells a story too. And this story, I didn't even ask her for this review. She went and posted it. That tells a story about our company. So great question Brenda has. What would you recommend if a disgruntled employee left a negative review out of spite? We tried to report it, but haven't had a good success. What would you do? Again, I've seen this one too in my lifetime, right? First, don't take it personal. We're all doing our best. We don't know what they're dealing with, right? So the most important thing is if you cannot communicate with them to actually request and get on the same page and have them remove it or change it, because they're gone and they don't want to talk to you, then I would just share on the review as a reply something that shows that you care, something that shows to the rest of the world that you're not also disgruntled about this. Let them be the disgruntled person, and you're the person that cares. Hey, I've tried to reach out to you several times. I would love to talk about where the miscommunication was. We're here for you. We're committed to this. We're committed to a higher standard, right? Take responsibility for anything that you can take responsibility for, but be honest, be vulnerable, be authentic, but don't engage because then the world sees you engaging for friction, right? If the world sees you accepting and looking at it as feedback and looking at it as like, I'm doing my best and I've communicated and I've made multiple attempts, then you're good to go. Let the world see it the way the world sees it. Does that make sense? Brenda said that's a great idea. Thank you so much. Awesome. So moving on, I'm going to show you here why it's also important for your brand. So for your brand, Brenda, for your brand, Maria, for your brand, Michelle, somebody Googles you, they're going to see your Google business page, and then they're going to see a number of reviews. And if we look up Lori Lynn, she's got 53 reviews on Google. That's awesome. That's a pretty good number. I would say you all should be at least 25 reviews and maybe pushing 50 as a minimum because it's becoming competitive. And the best part is it doesn't have to be just clients. Okay. Many of you think it's just my past clients giving you reviews. No, you can get reviews from your mortgage broker. You can get reviews from your broker, from a fellow agent, from an inspector, from a title professional that you worked with. They can speak about your integrity. They can speak about your professionalism. This is a review about you and your character, who you are in the world. This isn't just about you sold my home, here's 5 stars. It's really like wide open, which allows for a higher number of reviews. How many people knew that it could be more than just your clients? And how many people are like, I thought it was just for my clients? Let me know in the chat if you thought just my clients or if you knew that it was like beyond clients. Beyond clients, was not aware. I knew everyone, love that, just clients. Yeah, it's beyond that. Like literally, Juan in a million, who's a mortgage broker, could give a review to Brenda right now and say, I love Brenda's tech savviness, her professionalism, the way she speaks, right? And that's a valid review. Now, of course, the client stories are what really makes a difference online, right? Yeah, and April says, beyond clients, I need to get on it. Exactly. So here we are with Lori Lynn. She's got 53 reviews on Google. She looks solid. She's got a 5-star rating. If I didn't know Lori, I'd be like, she looks like a professional. She looks like she's doing business, right? She's got a solid reputation online. And here's the cool part. If I Google Brunswick, Georgia realtors, this is the 3-pack. So because Lori has 53 reviews, she's showing up on the top when somebody Googles Brunswick, Georgia realtors. That is generating phone calls for her, everybody. That's a big deal, right? She's showing right on the top for this local area. How many of you know or don't know, are you in the local 3-pack for your local area? That should be a goal of yours. How do you become the top realtor on Google's local 3-pack for your local area? How would you know who's there? You literally go to Google and you put in Manhasset, New York realtor, and then you'll see a bunch of realtors next to the map. Make sense? And Lori says, I've been using Instacart for about 2 years now. I highly recommend it. I recently started using it to receive reviews from my clients. I've gotten about 30 reviews using the platform. So many of you don't know this, but your digital card has Google reviews built into it, so you can request reviews from your clients. And I'm going to show you how to do that today. That's one of the fastest ways to get reviews. Because if you think about it, how else are you doing it? Hey, client, go to Google, search me, and then give me a review. Really? And then you expect them to do all that? That's a lot of work. I mean, not a lot of work in the year 2000, but in the year 2024, where people want things like this, right? My kids want things like this. I'm dealing with that right now. And your customers want things like this. You didn't text me the contract. What's going on? You didn't text me the link. Like, unfortunately, that's the world we live in now. People have high demands. They want things texted immediately. Right? So if you're like, hey, go on Google and give me a 5-star review, they're like, yeah, okay, when I have time. Versus text messaging them a link directly to the 5 stars. And your digital card has a shortcut that takes them right to the 5 stars. I'll show you how that works. Let's keep going. Monica Code has 22 new reviews in 11 days. So that's possible. She has even more than this now. David Lascos got 9 new reviews in 7 days. And I love it. Maria's like, I'm already texting a client to ask them for a review. And that's what you should be doing. Lisa Angel was on a training just like this training several months ago. And she did what Maria's doing. She started texting people. She got 6 new reviews in 1 day. I was in a seminar teaching live, and an agent started texting their clients. They got 10 reviews in 1 day. That's how easy it is. This isn't rocket science, everybody. This is just making requests. Powerful requests, bold requests. From who? From your sphere, from the people you know, from the people that love you already. Now, if you email it to them, you're diminishing the chance of them doing it. If you text it to them, you're increasing the chance of them doing it. So understand that distinction right there. Sending someone an email to do a review, okay, some of them might do it. I've tested this. I have a way higher hit rate on text message. Okay? What's your biggest takeaway so far, everybody? Let me know in the chat. What are you learning so far? We're just getting started, but just want to check in and see how we're doing. Caitlin says texting worse. Darcy says ask, ask, ask. Yes. Betsy says more reviews equals more business. That the review can come from anyone. Yes, Gwelda. And Gwelda's a new agent, so that's going to help you big time, Gwelda. Willie Cole, get Google reviews done. Maria says how Google reviews can help grow my business. Yes. Awesome. So one of the fastest ways, I love that. If you don't ask, you don't grow. Yes. Texting people requests better than email. So one of the ways that you can ask for reviews is using your digital card. I'm pretty sure 99% of you have a digital card through us who are on this call. If you don't, you want to consider getting one because it's the way to increase this super fast. Yeah, Crystal added 7 reviews last week. Awesome, Crystal. This is the digital card. And this is how easy it is to use. It's got a QR code and a textable link to get 5-star reviews. Now, I'm not here to sell you on this because most of you already have this. I'm just letting you know this is the tool that our clients are using to get a crazy amount of reviews. And I'm going to show you some other things they're doing. But this would be the QR code. This would be the share link. So on your digital card, you would go to the menu, you'd go to review me, and then next to Google Business, you have a little share icon, and you can hit that share icon and say send as text, and you would text the link to the Google reviews. That's built into your digital card. How many people on this call know how to do that? And how many people do not know how to do that yet? Let me know if you know how to do that. Put I know and I'm doing it. And if you don't know how to do it, say I don't know. Maria says, can you repeat? I will. Let me just get a sense. Awesome. Charles says, I don't know, don't know, don't know. I cannot find the link, don't know. Awesome. So this is a perfect opportunity for me to show you. So let's take, I'm going to take, who's got the pro version of the digital card? Somebody that has the Google review link on it. And I'm going to use you as an example. Maria, perfect. So let's take Maria, for example. So Maria, I'm going to go to your digital card. So how do I go to Maria's digital card? Maria's digital card is always instacard.co/Maria dash her last name. So here's her digital card. Sorry, my computer's loading a little slow here. There we go. So this is Maria's digital card on a desktop computer. I'm also going to open it up as a mobile device, right? So here we are on a mobile device. Let's take the iPhone X, hit refresh. So here's Maria's digital card, right? So Maria's instacard.co/Maria dash her last name. Same thing goes for all of you. So Maria's got this beautiful digital card. She's at William Ravi's. She's got her video background. She's got all her social media links. And then on her digital card, she has a menu item. And in the menu, she has a review me section. And in the review me section, she has Google Business. And she has this little share icon. If she hits the share icon next to Google Business, this is the QR code that goes directly to her Google review page. If she wants to text it, she goes share as text. And then she puts in the person she's texting it to, and boom, they get the direct link. She could also copy the link. Many of you don't know how to copy the link, but it's right here. So once again, we go to the home screen of her digital card, which is instacard.co/her first name dash her last name. Are we following that part so far? And then we go to menu, and then we go to review me. And next to Google Business, she has a little share icon. She hits share, and boom, she can share it by text or by QR code. And this is the direct link, and people can try it. In fact, right now, why don't you all try it? Some of you could be so kind as to give Maria a 5-star review. And that's taking her right to our Google business page. And you click on reviews and boom, you got the 5 stars right there. Let's see if there's any questions. So do you have to have the pro version for this? Yes, Crystal, you do have to have the pro. You do have the pro, Crystal, by the way, as far as I know. Darcy says, will that be added to my card during my optimization? Yes, it is. Rana says, I haven't set it up yet. Awesome. So we just need to set it up, and I'm going to show you all how to do that. Stephanie says, my Google business link is not there. It only shows Zillow. So Stephanie, we can show you how to fix that. That's easy. And Crystal says she doesn't see it, so we can take a look at that. Now, keep in mind, everybody, for your Instacard, every Thursday, we have a complimentary training on how to use your Instacard. Every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to put the link because it sounds like a lot of you need more training on this. So instacardzoom.com is a complimentary training that happens every Thursday at 1 p.m. I'm going to put the link. You can register for it now. I would say for those of you that don't know how to use this digital card, you need to learn. I can train you for 2 minutes, but that's not going to do it justice, right? So I would recommend you register for instacardzoom.com. The link is in the chat. And every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard, Caroline Walsh teaches you all how to use your digital card. She even customizes some of the agent's cards right there on the call. So I'll give you all a chance to register for that training. It's free. And just say I registered once you registered. And Rana says, I've been emailing the review link. It's been helping. Awesome, Rana. I would try texting it as well as emailing it. And Maria, do you see now how to do it? Excellent. People are registering for the training. Good, good, good. Oh, Rana says, I've been texting and you've been getting reviews. Amazing. I'm going to do one more here. I'm going to jump in. Let's go here. Take it out of inspect mode. And let's take Crystal, for example. So Crystal Silver, here's your card. So this is the dashboard where anybody can see their Instacard and they can go edit their Instacard. And then we go over to reviews. And that's why you're having an issue, Crystal. I'll get this taken care of. For some reason, you're not on the upgraded version, so we'll make sure. I'm going to screenshot that. I'll get that fixed for you today. But this is where you would add your Google review link. Unless you have 2 versions of your card, Crystal, but I'll double check that. This looks like the right one, though. So this is where you would see your review links. And yes, you can add Zillow as well, but I want to invite you all to understand that Google reviews is way more powerful than Zillow reviews right now. Because Google reviews shows up on every Google search. Zillow reviews only show up on a Zillow search. And Google reviews allow you to do it from anybody, not just from clients. Zillow only allows clients. So coming back over here, I want to show you all this. It's all about asking, right? And it's also about how you ask. 9 out of 10 people read reviews before doing business with anyone or buying a product or service. 88% of consumers trust online reviews as much as personal recommendations. 93% made decisions to buy or work with someone based on reviews. 73% of all reviews are hosted on Google. This is the big number. 73% of all reviews are hosted on Google. So this is why Google is so important, right? Google reviews are so important. And over 60% of consumers are likely to leave a review if the business asks for one. This is the only problem, we're not asking. At RealGrader, we have over 932 reviews. We're one of the few tech companies in the space that has this number of reviews. In fact, we get complimented all the time on that. I have video testimonials too. And I want to share with you that now Google gives you the option for your customers to leave you a Google video review. So you can even tell your customers now, hey, why don't you give me a review on video on Google? That's something new that exists. And jumping ahead here, this is what it looks like when we Google you all. Let's say I put Nashville real estate agent, and here we have my friend Gary Ashton, #1 real estate team in the world, Remax real estate team in the world. He has 1,100 reviews on Google. I think he's at 1,200 now. So that's possible. He dominates in his local market. If you Google Nashville real estate agent, he's right on the top. And this is his Google local service ad. He pays per phone call to be here. He can only show up on the top, though, because he has a bunch of reviews. Many of you are not ready for that yet. That's your next level. When you get enough reviews, you can consider doing Google local service ads where you only pay per phone call. And there's agents that are crushing it in that game. This is a huge lead generation source. I have a client, Anna Maria Benavita. She's closing deals left and right just from Google local service ads. If any of you need help with that, that's something we can help with. But you need to be at a certain point of reviews. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to compete. So this is why I'm urging you all. I started this whole thing years ago when Google local service ads first came out. I said, everybody watch out. Now that Google's building the directory, it's going to be all about reviews. And agents like Gary Ashton that got 1,200 reviews, they are crushing it. I'm talking huge gap between the next best agents in their area. In fact, you can look, the next one's 89, 844. He's crushing it with like 1,200. So can you see how this can make a difference for you down the road? It's not just about what happens today. If you're going to be in business for a while, this is something you need to invest in. We put best agent in Nashville. Boom, he's right on the top, right above Oak Street with 231. Who are you going to use? The agent with 1,100 reviews or the one with 231? Right? People make decisions based on judging a book by its cover. Its cover says how many reviews it has. This is the map on local service ads as well. You can see a bunch of people here. 59, 1,100, 44. Obviously, he's going to win with 1,100. Just showing you, I have clients that when they get even 50 reviews, they start to show up on LSAs properly. He was getting 4 to 5 qualified leads per week, closing 1 to 2 deals per month. And that's because he's in Louisville, Kentucky. If he was in Miami Beach, not the same deal. He would need 500 reviews in Miami Beach. So depending on your local market is how many reviews you might need. Does that make sense? Any questions? And hit me up in the chat. Yeah, Rana says, how many reviews do you need? It depends on your market, Rana. You have to look and see what's your competition got. How do you beat them? How do you get on top? Those with the most reviews generally are winning. San Diego, very competitive, Rana. So, I mean, you're going to have to work on that to be on top. We have clients closing deals left and right from Google business, right? So my question for you all is, where are you at? How many reviews do you have now? Feel free to put it in the chat just so we get an idea. And I know I asked this question before, but I want you all to get present to wherever you are is wherever you are. Don't feel bad about it. Yeah, not enough. We always go there. We always go, it's not enough. I'm not good enough. I don't have enough. But I'm inviting you all that this is a blank canvas. You could literally decide today, hey, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to get 500 reviews, and you will get there. It's just, did you put a process in place? Are you asking everybody? Are you asking for a review when you provide value? just providing value. In fact, at the end of this training, if I provided value to all of you, let me ask you a question. If I provide you enough value on this call that you're like, this was an hour well spent, this is going to impact my business, this is going to take me to the next level in my business, would you give me a 5-star review? I'm asking you all. If I provide enough value on this call, would you give me a 5-star review? Yes, right? That's how you want to approach everybody. Lay it up. If I sell your home at top dollar and I do this and I do that, at the end of this process, would you give me a nice heartfelt 5-star review? That is how you want to prep your people. That's how you want to prep your clients. What if you just gave them advice about a local area market, or you gave them advice on where to go buy things for their home? Hey, did I provide you value today? They're like, yeah, you know what you could do for me? It would be great if you could just give me 5 stars on Google. I would so appreciate it. I want to be known as the local market expert. And in order for me to win, I need 5 stars online. Here's my link. Would you mind doing it for me? And I love that all of you are like, can you give me a review? And can you give me a review? And that's another thing I'm going to show you. We've created a Google review challenge where we're all sharing each other's links to help each other get more reviews. And I'm going to show you how to get into that group. But that is also part of it, is like, let's help each other out. Like Gwelda is a newer agent out of Hudson Gateway, but I can tell you something. Gwelda is up to big things. How do I know? Because Gwelda comes to all the trainings. She's committed. She came to the mindset training. She came to the Kendall Bonner training. I listen, I watch, I see who's coming. I see who's always there. That means she's going places. So I could already give Gwelda a 5-star review just based on her commitment. Right? So that's, yeah, she's like, I have to. And obviously there's a driving force somewhere, right? Like she's like, I'm going for this because I got things that I need to take care of in my life. And we've all been there. We all started from somewhere. So we could all help each other out too. So now I want you to set a goal for yourself. How many reviews are you going to have by the end of 2025? This is where you get to declare your future and start taking actions. So you choose. Maybe you want 100 reviews by the end of the year. Maybe you want 500 reviews. But let's see some declarations like, hey, I'm committed to this. I'm going to get X amount of reviews by the end of the year. And Juan, I'm going to call you forth and tell you, my friend, that you have a much bigger sphere than 25 reviews. 25 is like what you could do in a day if you put your mind to it. What are you going to do in a year? And you know it. That's why he's like, LOL.
I just want to share that doing the Google review game is actually a win-win for everybody, because here is you're not wasting your time. Every time you get a new review, it's increasing your chances that when somebody's checking you out, they're going to like what they saw, they're going to like what they heard, and it's saving you so much work of having you to build your credibility and your trust. They read it. By the time they reach out to you, they already like you like 80%. So you cannot lose here. The name of the game is how fast can you grow this, because it's only going to mean more phone calls your way.
Bingo. So I love it. I saw some numbers on there. Let's hear, what are your numbers? What are you going to go for? Affirmation. I'm over 300 5-star reviews by the end of the year. I love that one. Betsy says at least 100. I love it. Juan said 25, but what's your new number, Juan? And literally, this is how it goes, everybody. Now, I mean, I could show you all the technological techniques, but the number one leading factor on whether you're going to improve your Google review game is you deciding that you're going to do it. Because you'll figure it out. And I'm going to give you the techniques too. And I have trainings on this and all the goodies that come along with it. But at the end of the day, it's a decision you make. Hey, I'm committed to this. I'm going to get stories online about how well I'm doing. This is the legacy stuff, everybody. This is the stuff that if you decide to sell your business, that's actually has value and that's an asset. And many of you don't know this, but there's brokerages that will buy your business and they'll buy it based on how many reviews you have on Google. So this is currency. Awesome. I love people stretching themselves, going for 100. So first thing is tap your sphere. Go to your clients. Go to your vendors. Give your vendor a 5-star review and ask for one in return. Go to your broker. Go to your fellow agents. Have that QR code ready to go. Have that text message link ready to go. Don't make it difficult for your people to do it. Make it easy. Who do you ask? Ask your past clients. Ask people you have helped. Ask your friends on Facebook. Ask your colleagues. Ask your broker. Ask fellow agents. Ask your mortgage brokers. Ask your title agents, your insurance brokers, your lawyer, your partners, your vendors, your contractors. Do we have enough people that we could ask? I think so. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a much wider net to go fishing with. Fish with a big net, catch a lot of fish. If you just focus on your clients and like just the people that you keep close and tight, you're going to get less reviews. How to get them? Ask using Instacart. Super easy. You just text them the link and you're done. This is how most of our clients are doing it. I demonstrated it. You go to your review section, you get shares text, it sends the link, and boom, you got the Google review. It sends them right to the 5-star section. In your dashboard, you go and you add your Google review link. That's all you got to do. If you don't know how to do it, you join the Zoom on Thursday, you learn from Caroline how to do it, she does it with you, and boom, you're ready to go. Now you've got the tool. You only need one tool. Are comments needed, or can reviewers just click the number of stars? Comments are not needed. Comments tell a story, though. Okay, so yeah, you could have a couple of them where they just did 5 stars. I always ask for a story because that's going to give more strength to my reputation. Otherwise, it might look fake. I know it's not fake, but it could be perceived as fake. The other thing is to take your best stories and put them into your digital card or put them into your digital presentation or put them on your website. So the best stories are now being shared with the world on why Maria is the best agent. Juan, just send in a ticket to support@realgrader.com. I'm sure that's an easy fix. I also have an entire Google review training. If you're an influencer client, I did this whole training in the dashboard with a step-by-step on how to do it. So if you're an influencer client, you could go to the influencer dashboard, get Google reviews. I got a whole section for that now. This is our Google review challenge. If you're an influencer and you're part of our influencer community, we did a challenge where there's agents giving each other reviews literally all day. And look at this client, Jose. He's super smart. He got all these reviews from fellow agents in the community. He got like 10 new reviews in the last week. Monica Code gave another agent a review. And look, she wrote a nice story. Mike is hands down one of the best referral agents I've ever worked with. His knowledge of the Fort Worth market is outstanding. So do yourselves all a favor. If you're going to give a review to another agent, give them like a nice, juicy review the way you'd want it. Don't give them just 5 stars. That's cute. That's not telling a story, though. Tell a story. How do you ask? Ask in person with a QR code at the closing table. Ask by email. Less effective, but it still works. Probably a 5%. If you send out 100 emails, I did this, and that's me sending it to happy clients, 100 emails, I only got 5 reviews. So 5%. Do you know what my close ratio on reviews is for texting? 50%. So from 5 to 50. Make sense? Ask on social media. They're online, they're on Facebook, send them a message. You could do that in one day on Facebook, you could all get 25 reviews if you really put your mind to it. Ask on Facebook Messenger. They're online, they're sitting there, they're waiting, they're whatever, they're browsing Facebook. Get them off of scrolling and have them do something nice for you. And then you could offer it in return. Ask by text. Ask with a video. Create a video that you could text message. Hey, I'm in this Google review challenge right now. I'm building my reputation. Like, let's say I was Guelda, newer agent. She does a little video. She's like, hi, I'm Guelda. I work in Westchester, New York. I'm building my reputation online right now. I would so appreciate it if you could just give me 5 stars. As a new agent, it's tough to get new business, but if you help me build my reputation, I'm telling you, I'm committed to the industry. I just need a little bit of head start, and I'd love for you to give me a 5-star on Google. People are going to do it because they feel for you, right? If you ask, they're going to do it. If you're a professional expert agent, do a video and say, hey, I've been in the industry for 23 years and I just realized I haven't really asked for reviews. So I'm asking you now if you could give me 5 stars. I'm committed. I've helped over 5,000 people buy homes in the area. Boom. And you got a video. And then you put the link. I already asked you what your goals are. Create a system for yourself. Whether it's a follow-up, whether it's a value add, whether it's you do a presentation, a home buyer presentation, and you put a QR code at the end. Prime your clients the way I primed all of you. I said, if I provide you value today, will you give me a review? You said, yes, yes, yes. Scripts to use. I'll provide you this deck, everybody, so don't worry. Your recent experience with us means the world to us. I asked ChatGPT for these, by the way. So I'm not like a rocket scientist here. I go on ChatGPT. I'm like, write me a nice email as a real estate professional looking to get 5-star reviews. Could you kindly share your genuine 5-star review on Google? It'll help others and motivate us to keep excelling. Please leave a 5-star review for me on my company. Provides feedback to others. Here's a longer one. Cheryl says, does it help to respond to the reviews ASAP? It does, Cheryl. Yes. So once you get reviews, very important that you respond to them. We noticed an uptick once we started doing that, like with a process. Here's more prompts. How did you enjoy most working together? Can you describe what the process working with me was like? What are 5 words you use to describe the home buying selling process with me? So you can give them hints on what they should say, right? Here's another email. Things to be aware of. Bad reviews, respond promptly. Don't take it personal. Don't engage. No friction. Personalize your responses. Take the conversation private. Offer a solution. Drown it out. Keep going. If you get a bad review, okay, it's going to drop your rating a little bit. You'll get a bunch of new ratings. Respond to all reviews. Thanks so much for your kind words. We're thrilled to hear that you had a great experience with our company. Our team works hard to deliver the best. It's wonderful to see it reflected. Personalized is better. It's also an opportunity. This is a big one, everybody. When you get that 5-star review, I wouldn't just respond. And I'm guilty for not doing this. I need more time for this or have somebody do it. Pick up the phone and call them and thank them personally for that 5-star review. And it's an opportunity for them to share your information with 3 more people. Get a referral out of it, right? They obviously believe in you and they love you and they took the time to do the review. They probably have a couple people they could recommend you to. So look at each of these reviews as an opportunity to reach out and have a conversation with somebody that obviously thinks you're amazing. Does that make sense? Has that landed with somebody? Each review could literally be 3 more deals. If you're getting me, say, I'm getting you, I'm following you, Alex. Awesome. Ways to leverage. Included in your communications, maybe in your email signature, over 50 reviews on Google, added them to your Instacart, add them to your email signature, include them in your marketing, post it on your website, in your listing presentation, in your funnel. Some of you don't have a funnel. You should have a funnel. Funnels are huge. I did over $10 million just in funnels. Okay. Realtors, the top realtors are using funnels. Leverage on social, post on social media, tag the homeowner. Who will you ask today? Today, take action on this. Information alone never helped anyone. I'm inviting you all, take action today. Text some people the link. I'm going to do a whole training on funnels, Brenda, don't worry. But funnels are basically like simple landing pages, like download my home buying guide could be a funnel. And now you're collecting a list. So you provide value and they provide your information. You've all gone on a funnel at some point. I guarantee it. You've been hit by a funnel and then you're on their list, right? Just even when you go shopping, they put you in a funnel. And let me ask you all, did I provide value today? Did you see value? What did you get out of today's call? Did you see something valuable, something that you could take action on, some way to move your business forward? Rana says definitely. Willie says definitely. Caitlin says absolutely. Maria says good class. Drilling the importance in my brain. Yes, that's my that's my job. Repeat myself until everybody gets it. Maria's like, you always repeat yourself. I'm like, because sometimes we don't get it until it's been repeated to us, right? So here's your opportunity to provide me a 5-star review. If you've already done it, I thank you so much. And if you haven't, scan this QR code or go to realgraderreview.com. That's really what I'm asking for, because I am building my reputation in the industry. I want to be a national speaker across all the stages, teaching realtors how to leverage technology, social media, digital reputation. I did it for my mom. I want to do it for more people. There ain't no stopping. This is just the beginning for me. So if you get a chance, go on there and share. Hey, I took a valuable class with Alex. He's a great speaker, whatever you want to say. And they leave a nice heartfelt review for me. And I read these on a Friday, and this is what keeps me going, everybody. You'd be surprised. Doesn't take much for Montalenti to keep going. Just a little fuel from a couple reviews that are positive, and I'm like, let's keep going. There's people listening. There's people taking action. They're learning. I'm happy to teach. I'll keep rocking. So if you get a chance to do that, or you did that, feel free. Yes, you can copy the chat, Betsy. No problem, in case you want to link to other people's cards or do whatever. How many of you are going to go online and give our company and myself a 5-star review? Let me know. Just say I'm going to do it. Me. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And for those of you that already did it, I do totally appreciate it. I read each and every one of those reviews. Awesome. This is my digital card in case you want it. You can get it. It's getmyinstacard.com. Rana says I didn't respond. Rana, I'm going to respond. Thank you for pointing that out. I will own that. I take responsibility. We do have a system, and Katarina's responding on those, but I apologize that I missed that. I will make sure I do. I gotta do what I say too. It's all learning for us here too. The recording will automatically get sent to everybody that registered and attended. And the last thing I want to share with you all is that it is best to respond. Absolutely, Rana. If you know of any office, any event that needs a speaker, I am going speaking at multiple events next year. I'm speaking at Anywhere Coldwell Banker events, Century 21 events, Better Homes and Gardens, EXP, Keller Williams, speaking at all these events, the National Association of Realtor events. But if you know of an event that I should speak at, or you want to invite me to your office to speak, either by Zoom or otherwise, please reach out to me. My email is hello@realgrader.com. And lastly, I'm putting together what's called an inner circle. And this is going to be like a mastermind to take certain influencers to the next level. And I haven't even finished formulating this yet, but I'm putting it out there because you're my raving fans. You're the ones that come to the Friday calls. If you want to be part of the inner circle when I launch it, just let me know. How you can do that is just text inner circle to this number. I'll put it in the chat, 4161. It's the same texting number. And just text inner circle. And that's going to be kind of like a exclusive group where you have more access to me. I'm still going to do these Friday calls, but I want to create something next level for a smaller group as well, and really show some results and case studies on how we can grow the business. So if that's something you might be interested in, just text inner circle. And once I have more information, I will definitely let you know about it. And that's 516-400-4161. Yes, next week it's Real Grader and High Note. So next week, the training we're doing is on listing presentations, how to create a powerful listing presentation. We're bringing in the CEO of High Note, who's a good friend of mine, and we're both going to brainstorm what's the best ways to create these massively powerful listing presentations. Okay? So yeah, if you'd like more access than just these Friday calls, you want to be more part of a mastermind to grow your business in 2025, just text Inner Circle to 516-400-4161. Once I have information on that, I will definitely reach out to you and let you know. And I thank you all for your time today. I thank you for the reviews. I thank you for taking action in your business. This is what we're up to at RealGrader. We're here to boost your digital reputation, grow your social media, bring you technology, bring you mindset training, bring you everything to take your business to the next level. Have a great weekend, everybody. Yes, Maria, you can text into that number. I have a team that answers that call, that line. So they'll get back to me with anything. Emailing me is also good. hello@realgrader.com. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Have a great day.